What we see is an innovative oil pump where a tube is going up and down into a simulated well. The noise we hear is the pump pumping out the accumulated oil from the storage tank, which will go to a larger storage tank. The pump is equipped to go down 5,000 feet. The tube comes up into this little holding tank, which has a switch which then releases the oil. It then flows through into the holding tank. The holding tank is a 55-gallon drum. Once the tank is full of oil, it has a flow switch, which then turns this motor on, which then pumps it into a larger storage tank, which just finished its cycle. There are sensors in the storage tank that senses the difference between oil and water. Once it senses oil, it will once it senses water, it'll automatically shut off. What we're looking at now is the oil-water sensor switch at the bottom of the 55-gallon storage tank. It uses a 1.5 horsepower motor with a gearbox ratio 60:1. It has webbing on a reel, which can go down 5,000 feet. Control box houses computer controls for modem, for wireless controls. It has sensors to measure feet, oil, and volume, and can be controlled from a remote location. The pump is built to have very low maintenance and to be totally remote controlled. It has all kinds of safety features to detect whether the pump is working or not, and also to turn it off if there's any possibility of spills. The simulated oil well of approximately 10 feet. It still needs to be tested on a real well. We're going to run it for about a week and see if there's any problems that show up. The top wheel has sensors to measure distance as it rolls over a wheel. What we see here is a flow sensor which detects the amount of fluid that's being pumped into the holding tank. And we should see the flow coming. You can see the flow very faintly through the plastic tube. There's a gathering tube which is coming up for another cycle. You will see it as it flows through the plastic tube. Going down for another cycle. What we see here is oil and water sensors the gear mechanism drive, the webbing. The system is designed to go 1,000 feet a minute. And it would take 4 minutes to do a complete cycle in a 2,000 foot well.